Welcome everybody to another unboxing video brought to you by Magicguild.store. Finally, we're getting them in. This is our first of 7 Lords of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth collector booster boxes. All the products that you see here will be available through our store, Magicguild.store. Please check it out. We will be running a promotion come, I believe, Wednesday, Thursday for a percentage off of sales on the website. So stop by and check that out. We do have the collector, the commander sets. We have all 4 commander sets on the website as of today, which is 6/19. And we also have some of the cards that came from the pre-release. We weren't able to get any of the stamped foils on there because, well, they don't have them in the inventory at TCG Player yet. So we weren't able to get them imported into our website just yet. We also have a special item that will be brought onto the website here, the Tolarian College's Professor playmat that was available if you went to the Orlando, Florida Command Fest. We have that available. That hasn't been opened up. And we also have the limited edition Command Fest Soul Ring sleeves. This came from another Commander event. And we also have the Soul Ring playmat available, which you can find on the website as well for sale. With that being said, stay tuned and let's see what we get. Pay 1 life, add a green or white, sacrifice, and back draw a card. Interesting. That's a good land card right there. Sorry, I literally had to sneeze in the middle of recording, so I had to pause the video. Rose Cotton of the South Lane. Interesting. Had not seen that card this weekend. Gandalf, Friend of the Shire. That's a cool card in the showcase. And whoa, I have not seen this card. Legendary Land. That is pretty cool. Baldur, Bradded Dorn enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a legendary creature. Add 1 black for 2x in a black. Amass Orcs X. Activate only if a creature died this turn. That is pretty sick. I'm actually going to take that and we're going to put that aside. That I'm pretty sure is going to have some value to it, as well as some of the other cards here, but we'll move on. Alright, let's get to another pack here. It's a beautiful day out today in the Northeast. Ended up going and doing 10 miles worth of bike riding today with the boy. It's pretty good. Alright, another Orc Army token. And what do we got? And some more food. It seems like the orcs and the food stay together. Alright. Breaking of the Fellowship. Nasty End. A Swamp. Well, at least you're giving me 1 of each. Oh, nice. That's where his fingers get cut off. Interesting. Very cool. Oh. Oh, another Gandalf. Alright. Samwise. Oh, we got a Frodo in the showcase. Pretty cool. And foiled. And we got Faramir in showcase as well. Cool. Very cool. Love the rainbow effect in there. Definitely a sick card. Definitely cool. Like the artwork. Did a great job with the artwork. It's pretty cool what they got going on with this set. This set is pretty unique, you know, just like the Warhammer set, where the licensing is going to be limited on this. So it'd be interesting to see what they do moving forward in future sets with the mechanics that they introduced. Whether the mechanics will live and die with this set, or if they'll continue on. So we'll see. Core bag. Interesting. Fear, Fire, and Foes. This one, I played this spell a couple of times over this weekend. Pretty decent. In limited, of course. Swamp. Interesting. Okay. First time seeing that card. Same with that one. Lord of the Nazgul. Flying Wrath when you have protection from the Ring Bearer. Oh wow. Wraths you control have protection from the Ring Bearer. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, create a 3/3 Wrath creature token. Wow. That's a decent card right there. Gandalf again. This set just loves Gandalf, for real. Rivendell. Rising of the Day. Randy Buck. Fearmere. And that's gonna finish us off with that one. Another showcase on the same card. Alright, let's go to the right. See what we got here. So it's been interesting seeing a lot of serialized cards get pulled already. Seeing some of the Elven Soul Rings get pulled at Commander Fest in Orlando. That was pretty cool. They immediately sold that. They got $140 for that card, and I would have gladly paid $140 for a serialized. So they were just looking to get rid of it, and I said I wasn't in time. But I did make a trade for another card that I wanted to put in Omnath. Interesting, the Grey Havens. Scribe 1, I do have a couple normal copies of that, not foiled, but now I have a foiled copy here available. Okay. A forest, it looks like we got the whole set of lands now. We got Swamp Island, Plains, Forest. We need a mountain, that's what we need. Doors of Durham. Okay, remember that. It was a good card played throughout the sets there. Pre-release. Rangers. Ooh, a dragon. Oh wow, that might come in handy in my Dragon deck. Let's see how many copies we get. Right now it belongs to the store, so we'll see how that works out. But I didn't know there was any dragons in this set, so that's pretty cool. Brandy Buck. Whoa, we got a nice mythic. Wrath Noble, Witch King of Angmar. It's probably, yep, Angmar. Flying, whenever one or more creatures deals combat damage to you, each opponent sacrifices a creature that dealt combat damage to you this turn. The ring tempts you. Discard a card, Witch King of Agamar gains indestructible until the end of turn. Tap it. 4, see 3 and 2 swamp. Very cool. Very cool mythic. Oil Fanat. Okay, that's just a common. And Nasty End common. Oh, we have one more back there. And there's the mountain. Hi, Helms Deep. Very cool artwork on that one. That's a full there. Legendary land. Target legendary creature gains first strike until the end of turn. Very cool. Very cool. 2 mythics on that pack. It's pretty sweet. So what do you guys think about this set so far? Leave your comments down below. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. I know some people have opened up complete boxes of the set booster or the collector's booster and said, you know, I don't like it, which is kind of weird, I think, because, you know, if you're going to spend the money to the collector's booster, I don't think you're really going to say, well, I don't really like the set. I know that people have had issues with pre-release. I mean, I know I did, to be honest with you. I don't think I won a single pre-release. I don't think I won a single match. But I think that comes down to my ability to scan the cards on the fly, to evaluate their significance. And I won't lie, you know, but my goal this year is to play more. I've built a few commander decks. I am going to try to build a modern deck so that this way I can go to more of my local game stores. I do support them. I do go and spend money there on product, of course, to support there and also be able to play there. And you know, I'll bring cards in to sell, but pretty much I just want to try to get into experiencing more, being able to evaluate better, and of course I enjoy collecting and selling. I think that's pretty cool to take things that would normally not be affordable to just everybody or people who are just looking to get certain cards and not buy entire packs. So to me, to be able to separate it all out and get it out there, well, that works. Gandalf, Friend of the Shire. Now this is a pretty cool card. I do have copies of Gandalf that came from another Commander event, and there is that right here. I got the pre-release versions here of Gandalf, Friend of the Shire. And you can see the artwork's a little different there, so there are a little different art versions that are available with this. So this will be coming to the website once TCG Player gets this art and card type added. So you'll find that. This is one of the arcade signets that I was able to pick up. This one was available in Orlando. We got this one down there. But I did get this from another event, from another vendor, Soul Ring. And this is part of that, same as the sleeves that you saw earlier in the video. That one I'm actually going to personally keep. I think that one's a pretty sick Soul Ring. Okay, so Gandalf, Friend of the Shire. Frodo Baggins. Nice. Good common there. The forest. Can't go without breathing unless you're in the forest. Interesting. 3 there and back again. That's a pretty cool looking card. Saga. It's cool I saw they brought sagas back. I think that's pretty cool. And some of the ways the mechanics work. Battle of the Bywater. Destroy all creatures with the power of 3 or greater. Then create a food token for each creature you control. I mean, that's a win-win right there, right? Gandalf. Huh. Interesting. That's pretty cool. I have to go back through and read these after, you know. Gimli, alright. Whoa, Tom Bombadil. What's that? Mythic. Showcase Mythic. That's pretty sweet. Wizard Rockets. And Prince of Immerhill? The fair? Okay. Cool deal. And the Shire Legendary. Awesome. You know, because that's a full art. We're going to sleeve that right away. I'm going to pull some of these sleeves out. Well, I'm looking forward to cracking open the other booster packs this weekend. They should be here, shipping out Wednesday from the vendor we purchased them in downstate New York. So they should be here, I'm guessing, by Friday for my birthday. I'm going to do a live stream. I'm going to get some of that information up on the website. I think I'm going to do a giveaway to try to get some people to the channel. Get some cool stuff out there. So we're going to see, try to put together. I'm going to come up with a plan for the weekend to try to get some viewers to the channel. You know, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I understand there's lots of people out there who are doing this. There's lots of people who are wealth of information. That's for sure. I just enjoy, you know, this is new to me, basically getting this type of content out. We're going to open these packs anyways, so we want to be able to share the opening of it with you, as well as getting these products available. The cards that you see here that we're opening are also going to be products that are available through our store, Magicguild.store. We take great pride in what we do here, and we make sure that we ship out in a very timely fashion and get it to you so that you can enjoy the cards. So, let's see what we got here. I'm going to just skip through some of these comments here. Alright, Shadow Summoning. The Mouth of Sauron. Plains, very cool. Elven Chorus. Ring Race. Whoa. That's a very cool card. That's a very expensive card at the same time. It's 4 plus 2, it's 6, but in Commander that's workable. Alright. Another Gimli, Mournful Adventure this time in the showcase art. Taking 2 cards, Alright, oh, Fangor, Tree Shepherd, 4 plus 3. Tree folk you control have vigilance. Whenever one or more tree folk you control attack, add twice that much mana. Wow. You don't lose unspent green mana as steps and phases end. Now that is a pretty sick card. 4/10. Wow. I mean, I can see coming up with some cool setups to make this card work. It would take it's interesting. I mean, I don't know how you'd play it, how you set it up, but that's what we leave to the guys who love to brew, you know? I mean, I would think that you would look in past sets to find cost reductors, and you would look at ways to just get this card out there. That's pretty good. 4/10 though, you know, you'd have to make one of those cards where the attack is equal to health or something. Oh, so we already seen that card. Whoa, Sauron, the Necromancer in a showcase foil. Very cool. Very cool. I believe we have one of those already. No, we don't. Not in a showcase foil. That's pretty cool. Put that into a protector. Make sure we keep these pristine. A lot of these cards are going to go right into protectors as soon as we're done with the video, but for the video's sake, we're going to keep that short. We're just going to look at the ones that we think are got some value to them. Been trying to go over some of the tree list here, see what things are costing. Tree list, because the tree shepherd's there. I did get to play a cool commander game with the Queen of Cardboard herself while in Orlando. That was pretty cool. She's a very nice person. Definitely recommend you guys checking out her channel. We played against a guy who pulled out basically a good stuff deck on us. I brought my Dragons deck, the Dragon deck, and they were all like, whoa, okay, Dragon. And I'm like, what? No, it's fine. Apparently that doesn't work. What ended up happening was this guy just pulls out a good stuff deck, and 217 life later, game's over. Arthur the Reservoir ends it. But yeah, no, it was definitely pretty cool to meet her. Very nice person. So if you ever checked out her channel, or if you haven't yet, I definitely recommend going over and checking it out. She does a lot of cool stuff for charity. So highly recommend checking out the Queen of Cardboard. All right. We finally got a mountain. Now we have the set. Now we can put the set up. Ooh, look at that mythic. Arwen, Moral Queen. 3 mana, choose a legendary elf noble. When she enters the battlefield with an indestructible counter on it. For 1 mana, remove indestructible count from her, and another creature gains indestructible to the end of turn. Put a 1/1 counter and lifelink counter on that creature, and a 1/1 counter and lifelink counter on Arwen. Wow, that's pretty cool. I mean, it seems like it'd do some work for real. All right, we got Shagrat. Interesting. Full art. Orc Soldier. Elk. Patient Plotter. The Shire. Another Shire. Very cool. See, these lands are going to come in handy. Whoa! Aragorn. Nice. That's a pretty good card. That is like a really good card. It's one of those effect cards where whenever you cast a white spell, you get a 1/1 soldier. Whenever you cast a blue spell, scry 2. Okay, I remember this from the showcase of the last set that came out. Very interesting. Very cool card. Alright, and so we're going to put him in there. Merrick Bats and Grimly. Full art. Foiled. Cool. Get that into both of these cards in there. But yeah, no, I mean, so had some good commander matches down there. I did mostly play the Dragons. I did not bring my Omnath deck because I had left before the cards for my Omnath deck arrived, and basically I was just missing the lands and a few miscellaneous cards, which I did purchase from TCG Player, which I highly recommend TCG Player if you're looking for singles. There is a pretty cool list of people who are out there selling singles, so I myself buy and sell through TCG Player. I am not shy at all. I will try to do as much business with them as possible because I believe in helping sellers like myself. And I've had a couple sellers where I've bought stuff and they show up 3 weeks later, which is kind of annoying. That's why I get that order, I get it processed, I get it pulled, and I get it out. I don't want to wait 3 weeks to get a card. I don't want to wait 3 weeks to send a card. That's why I kind of stay at the size that we are. I'm not going to have millions of cards or thousands and thousands and thousands of cards. We keep a pretty tight organization here in-house, so we're able to go to the set, go to the color, rarity, and just pull it out and get it out to you. Oh, that's a nice food token art. It's different from what we've been getting. It's pretty cool. Alright. Knights. Cast into fire. Escape. Lord of the Westfold. Alright. Legendary creature. Very cool. An instance. Another mountain. Alright. Okay. The ring goes south. Ah. Very cool sorcery. Another showcase of the helpful guide. The mythic enchantment. It deals X damage to each creature. Very cool. Whenever one or more creatures your opponents control die, you create a treasure token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Cool. Legendary enchantment. So he's cool to see. Frodo Baggins. Full art. Cool deal. Shadow of the Enemy. Now this, I actually got in a pre-release kit. Believe it or not, I got this exact art and everything in a pre-release kit. It's already been added to the website, but it's pretty interesting to see this. Again, very cool. I like the art on it, the clouds, the mountains in the background, the thunder, and lightning there. See that lightning bolt coming down? Very cool. Very cool card. Alright. Step Frodo over here. Got our 2 mythics there. Well, let me know how you guys have been liking the set so far. Let me know what you've seen, what you got your hands on yourself, if you got your hands on any cool things. Like to see who's watching, who's checking out the videos. Oh, this is the first time I've seen a little of this. Yeah, I saw somebody post something on Facebook regarding this, but I've not seen it. When this creature dies, create 14 treasure tokens? What is this card? I'll have to see where this comes from, but that is pretty sick, huh? 14 treasure tokens. Definitely cool. 6/6 token. Alright. Well, with that being said, this seems like it should be an exciting pack. Let's find out. Improvised club. It's using somebody, it looks like. Island. Oh, thick. Radagast Brown. Avatar Wizard Legendary. That's an interesting mechanic. An 8/8 for 6 mana. With Death Touch Ward. Other spiders you control have Death Touch and Ward. Huh. That's pretty cool. Spiders deck coming in, right? See how many spiders they can find. Alright. Gimli again. Poppins Bravery. Master Archer, 3 mana. Reach. Of course, an archer should definitely have some reach, huh? Whenever you cast a spell that targets Lego Master Archer, put a 1/1 counter on Legos. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you don't control. Oh wow, he deals damage to that creature equal to its power of the spell. That's pretty cool. Interesting card. Alright, 2 more packs. 2 more packs in the box topper. Now, I guess they're going to have a special collector's booster. Interesting. Of this set. And it's going to be some kind of like Christmassy from what we could tell from the advertising that they put out, the promotional stuff. I don't know whether that's the actual case or not, but when the promotional downloads that they provided, yeah, it looked like it was a seasonal thing, so maybe this Christmas we might see some special Lord of the Rings collector booster boxes, huh? And another way to get the ring out. Because, I mean, you know, the ring really isn't in these boxes. Not yet, at least. If they put the ring out just yet and somebody pulled it in the first week, sales would go down, values would go down. I don't think so, but I mean, you know, this is just speculation, of course. Nothing is actually legitimate of what I say there. But, you know, Samwise. Oh, I mixed it up again. Keep doing that. Another mountain. Ooh. Scroll Saga. Nice. Ah, another flowering of the white tree. Very cool. Pippin. Samwise again. Samwise again. Oh, that's a common. Or an uncommon. Knights. Rising of the Dead. And Lagos in Showcase. Interesting. Alright, last pack. check us out on Instagram. We're on the Instagram at Magicguild.store. Now we have a Facebook page, Magicguild.store. Oh, tentacles. I've not seen this token before. Very cool. Yeah, but check us out on the socials. We're going to get some of these pools, some pictures of them posted on there. Share some of that. Let people know what we're about, what we're trying to accomplish here. Another swamp. Oh, interesting. Legendary land. That's always good to see. It's good to see. Oh man, mythic artifact equipment. Very cool. Very cool. Another artifact equipment. Oh, another bridge. Oh, okay. Samwise. And we end it all with Flame of Anor. Cool deal. Cool deal. Full art foil. Alright, so we ended up getting some pretty sick pulls. Let's see what's in the box topper. Oh. That just ripped right open. Whoa! Glittering Caves of Algaron. That's a mythic there. Legendary land. If Glittering Caves of Algaron is in your opening hand and you're not the starting player, you may begin the game with Glittering Caves on the battlefield with a luck counter on it. If you do, exile a card from your hand. Okay, so it's a good and a bad. That's interesting. You get to add one colorless if Glittering Caves or Aragorn has a luck counter on it. Instead, add one mana of any color. Well, that's an interesting card in there. So if you're looking for a colorless land, you're good, right? And if you're not, and you're hoping to start the turn, I mean, I guess you could control that, right? If you lose the roll, you could put this card in, and if you win the roll, you pass priority, then you can put this card in. So that would be not pass priority, but pass the ability to play first. So sacrifice the ability to play first, basically, and get a colorless mana and sacrifice or exile a card from your hand. So if you have a card with the exile mechanic, I can see some pretty cool stuff happening with that as an opener. Very interesting though. That's a very interesting card. Alright, well, thank you everybody for checking out our video. Please like and give us a like on the YouTube, and check out our store, Magicguild.store, where you'll be able to find all these cards available for purchase. And thank you very much. Appreciate you checking out our video, and have a good day.